But it's better just because we black, we get along with the killers or something. We get along with the rapists because we black and we from the same hood. What is that? We need protection too.
Now, Tupac was coming of age and finally hit the streets, and what Tupac found in Baltimore and later in Oakland wasn't the revolution he'd been taught about. It was the aftermath. The 80s and 90s were a different kind of war, a cold economic war fought with crack, poverty, and police brutality. The Black Panthers' dream of armed, organized revolution had curdled into the grim reality of gang violence and mass incarceration. So what does a revolutionary do when the revolution is over? If you're Tupac, you pick up a new weapon. He took the entire Panther analytical framework, their understanding of systemic oppression, state violence, and the betrayal of the poor, and he applied it to hip-hop. His early work isn't just music, it's sonic journalism. It's his PhD thesis from the streets. Take Brenda's Got a Baby. This is not a song, it's a 4-minute documentary about systemic failure. It's a critique of how poverty, education cuts, and social neglect destroy black women and black families. Then there's Trap. It's not a gangster rap track. This is an anthem about the carceral state, about being born into an open-air prison with police as the wardens. And this is where we have to start talking about thug life. The industry sold it as a brand, a lifestyle, but for Tupac, it was political philosophy. He literally turned it into an acronym, Thug Life. The hate you give little infants fucks everybody. It represents how the hate and negativity fed to a community as a whole will eventually have negative consequences for everyone. For Tupac, the phrase symbolized resilience and fighting against systemic oppression rather than glorifying a criminal life. So let that sink in. It was never a celebration of violence. It's a goddamn sociological equation. It's a crystal clear analysis of the cycle of poverty and state-sponsored neglect. You starve a community of resources, you feed it violence, and that hate boomerangs back to destroy everything. Of course, this created the central tension of his career. The record labels and the media didn't want a sociologist, they wanted a dangerous outlaw. So you see the push and pull. The revolutionary who wrote Words of Wisdom was also the artist who made California Love. This was not hypocrisy on his part. This was the brutal human struggle of a man trying to apply a 1960s revolutionary idea to the crack era 1990s, while also trying to survive and thrive in an industry that paid him to play a caricature of himself. He was becoming a very product his mother warned him about, and part of him knew it.